Hi guys, CombinedYoutuber here. Welcome to the F1 2013 crew mode today. We'll be doing the Italian Grand Prix today, Ferrari's home race. So it has to be a good one. We are here in the Italian Grand Prix as we start 4th position for this Grand Prix in Monza. And I did do qualifying, but it wasn't uploaded because the camera was zoomed in for some reason, for some odd reason. I didn't touch anything, it just zoomed in, so I couldn't upload it obviously because you couldn't see anything. So there you go. I've qualified him again. I've had Alonso has out-qualified me. So the top 3 is so the top 10 is Vettel, Alonso, Rosberg, then me, and Webber. Yeah. So here we go. Out on track for the Italian Grand Prix. So here we are, on the grid in Italy. We have the lights coming on here in Italy. 5 lights, and away we go for the Italian Grand Prix. And we get a better start than Nico Rosberg as we come down towards turn 1. Sebastian Vettel is beside Fernando Alonso. Down towards turn 1, here comes Hamilton now, on the inside of us, down into the first chicane. But here we go, Sebastian Vettel leads the Italian Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso is 2nd, Nico Rosberg is 3rd. But Hamilton is trying to come around the outside, but not quite there as we come onto the Curva Grande, where we're side by side with Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton trying to make it 3 abreast, but not quite there. We're side by side with Rosberg down towards the 2nd chicane. We get past Nico Rosberg up into 3rd place. Now coming on the inside of Fernando Alonso, we've locked up there, and we have to go across the 2nd chicane, and we've dropped back down to 4th behind Nico Rosberg. And Rosberg trying to challenge Fernando Alonso as we come down into the Lesmos. And now we're coming onto the straight now. On the middle of lap 1. Now where Nico Rosberg is now challenging Fernando Alonso down into Ascari. Can Rosberg get Alonso? Not quite there on the outside. But here we go. Coming into Ascari now. And we go round the outside of Rosberg on the final apex of Ascari. And we take 3rd place. What a move that was. But the amount of understeer we had through Ascari was absolutely ridiculous. But here we go. Now behind Fernando Alonso, a championship rival. Our teammate. The reigning world champion, of course, in Season 1. Here we go, coming onto the straight, starting lap 2 of this Grand Prix in Italy. Here we go, massive slipstream. Oh, look how much faster we are than Fernando Alonso as we move to the inside, moving up into 2nd place, and we get past Fernando Alonso. That's one of the easiest moves I've done in this crew mode. Look how much faster I was compared to him. It's like 340 kilometers an hour was the speed limit there. But here we go, locking up into Lesmo 2, lost a lot of time there. And now Alonso is now challenging us down towards Ascari. Alonso is now coming to the outside. But we're going to use the rest of the curves, but now Alonso is coming to the outside now. Down towards his corner. And here we go, he's actually done it round the outside. Alonso has made the move stick. Well, I actually let him go there because if I did go held on the inside, I would have tapped him off like I did a couple of times with Ascari. Here we go, slipstream with Fernando Alonso down towards the Parabolica. What can we do? Jumping down the inside into the Parabolica. We touched a bit there, but we retake 2nd place into the Parabolica. Wow. Here we go, here's the move up the inside. I'm not sure if we touched yet. We haven't seen them. Here we go for the chase cam. So here we go up the inside. And yes, we did. We touched his front right there. That was dangerous right there. We could have ended up in a massive collision. But lap 3 of 13 here in Italy, in Monza. Now, I don't know why we took that line, but here we go. Using DRS in front because we were in the detection point behind him and we made the move and we were in front of it. So, starting lap 4 of the Italian Grand Prix. Into the first chicane. Beautifully taken. No! We slid on the exit there. Can Fernando Alonso try to get us now down into the Curva Grande? Can Alonso now get us down into the Curva Grande? Not quite. Alonso cannot quite get us now into the Curva Grande. Here we go, coming into the 2nd chicane. And now into Lesmo 1 and 2. We're locked up again at Lesmo 2. That is unfortunate. But here we go. Alonso now gets us now down into Ascari. Alonso's now challenging to the outside. Alonso coming to the outside now down towards the Ascari. And Alonso makes a mistake again. Into second place he goes. And look at the amount of understeer there. That's unbelievable. Here we go, coming to the outside, down towards Parabolica on Fernando Alonso. Here we go. Into the final corner. What can we do now? Alonso is the inside line. We're going to hold it. Here we go, coming onto the straight. Starting lap 5 of the Italian Grand Prix. Now moving to the outside once again on Fernando Alonso. Using DRS, using the curves. We get past Alonso, but we cut him off there almost. Oh my god, that was scary. Here we go, Rosberg and Raikkonen have moved past Fernando Alonso. But wow, how close is that? With Fernando Alonso. We tried to cover him off, but I think I accidentally touched him at the time. Yes, I did. There you go. I did touch Fernando Alonso, but I tried to like cut him off when I passed him. As you can see from the slow motion replay, I tried to cut him off. Like this is basically like Jean-Marie Vergne and Heikki Kovalainen in Europe 2012. But without the puncture, because this game is shit. No. You're coming into the Parabolica. Starting lap 5, and wow! That's double sliding again. Just exactly what happened last season when we were about to come to the pits. There we go, into the pit lane. Here in the Italian Grand Prix. Moving on to a set of prime tyres. How's the pit stop now? It's a 3.1 second stop. 3.134 second stop. That's a decent stop by the home team Ferrari. But here we go, coming out of the pit lane. Where can we cut out? Come out. We come out behind Charles Pic in the Caterham. That's probably going to be costly. But here we go, coming into the first chicane. Behind Charles Pic in the Caterham. The Frenchman in that Caterham. Starting lap 6 of this Grand Prix in the second sector. Where we behind Charles Pic now, down towards this corner. And Pic is actually pulling away from us. What the hell? That can't be right. Here we go, slipstreaming Charles Pic in the Caterham. Green versus red. Here we go, coming onto the inside into Ascari. On Charles Pic, we get past him into 16th place. And now moving on to the Parabolica. We actually moved up to 15th, I should say. Here we go, coming into the Parabolica. When Maldonado is coming to the pits. Here we go, moving up into the 7th position. Behind Valtteri Bottas in the Williams. In 7th. On lap P7, on lap 7 of 13 here in Italy. Now moving on to the final corner again. For the next people who are pitting, and there's Bottas ahead who's coming to the pits. And let's see where we come out. I'm probably going to come out second because that's where we were. Yes, we're coming out second behind Sebastian Vettel who's dominated this race. And wow, we come over to second. Can we chase him down though? That's the question. But that's our fastest lap of the race, a 1:24.9. That's faster than our pole lap in the Sauber last season. But here we go, coming onto the pit straight. Coming onto lap 9 of the Italian Grand Prix. We set another fastest lap, a 1:24.7. And we're 10.8 seconds behind Sebastian Vettel. So I don't think this is going to be a victory for us today. But we want at least second at least. Come on, like. Second must be our position, at least. Come on. We must finish second, like. Yeah, now, moving 3 laps later onto the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. Where we have Fernando Alonso catching us there. So the championship rival is on good pace here. And he's using DRS now, slipstream as well, to come to the outside of us, into Ascari, but not quite. Not quite for Fernando Alonso. Great challenging though. But we moved 3 laps there because this ending was so boring, I have to admit that. We're now coming onto the straight, onto the final lap of this Italian Grand Prix. Now Alonso is challenging slipstream on us, coming down to the outside, down towards turn 1. Vettel's 18 seconds ahead, but now Alonso can't quite get the move as we have the inside line into the first chicane. And we keep second place. But now Alonso is now challenging us down towards the Curva Grande. Here we go. he's slipstreaming us, but he doesn't quite get us again into the Curva Grande, and we stay in second place. Here we go. Coming up this corner where Alonso's charging on the outside into Lesmo 1. He goes around the outside. Alonso, our championship rival, has made a legitimate move on us. And he moves up into second place. And now we're going to use DRS to try and come back into Ascari. Here we go. I'm pretty sure we're too far back to make a move, but here we go. Coming towards Ascari. We're getting very close to him, but we've gone wide there with Ascari into the gravel. And wow, that's just lost our opportunity to get past our championship rival. But Sebastian Vettel wins the Italian Grand Prix for the second time. After 2011, he won the race there in the real life, but now he wins for the second time in Italy. As now coming around the final corner to come in third place in the Italian Grand Prix, just losing out to our championship rival Fernando Alonso, who finished in third place here in Italy. Now, oh, we actually finished second, so we did get the result we wanted. We finished second. What has happened to one of the leaders here? One of them has got a time penalty for sure. Fernando Alonso has got a time penalty. Unbelievable. What's happened there? I did not see him do anything wrong. Didn't see him crash anyone off or something. I didn't see anything like that. Anyway, Sebastian Vettel wins the Italian Grand Prix by 22 seconds from me. Then it's Mark Webber in third, Sergio Perez in fourth, Fernando Alonso after a 10-second time penalty is fifth, then Grosjean sixth, Button seventh, Raikkonen, Hamilton in ninth. Wow, Sutil, Hulkenberg, Di Resta, Ricciardo, Gutierrez, Maldonado, Bottas, Charles Pic 17th, Guido van der Garde, then Jules Bianchi, Max Chilton, and then the DNFs are Jean-Eric Verde and Nico Rosberg. So I think that's Nico Rosberg's first retirement of the whole career mode. So, that was an entertaining race, but apart from the end where it was a bit boring. But otherwise, it was an entertaining race, at least. I thought we lost out to our championship rival there, but now he's down in fifth. He's the unluckiest, one of the unluckiest teammates I've had, as we're now 35 points ahead of Fernando Alonso. Then Sebastian Vettel in second, a further 10 points behind. And it's Lewis Hamilton in fourth, Jenson Button fifth, Mark Webber sixth, Romain Grosjean seventh, Sergio Perez in eighth, Kimi Raikkonen, Nico Rosberg, Nico Hulkenberg, Esteban Gutierrez in 12th. Then we have... Oh, come on. I hate it when I do this. So yeah, 35 points gap is a decent gap. I think I can win this championship, but I'm not sure. We have to see, because Singapore is next. I'm not good at that track at all. Paul Di Resta is 13th, Pastor Maldonado 14th, Guido van der Garde 15th, and Ricciardo, Bottas, Verne, Sutil 19th, Pic 20th, Chilton 21st, and Bianchi in 22nd. Constructors Championship, Ferrari lead the Constructors by 114 points from Red Bull, then Mercedes in 3rd, McLaren 4th, Lotus 5th, Sauber 6th, Williams 7th, Force India 8th, Caterham 9th, Toro Rosso 10th, and Marussia in 11th and last. The only team still to not score points. Toro Rosso is doing terribly this season. I thought Force India was, but now Toro Rosso is. But here we are, celebrating our gifted second place in the Italian Grand Prix. I thought I lost out to my teammate, but the time penalty, oh my god. Alonso's just so unlucky in this season. He got lucky after Australia, of course, but there's Sebastian Vettel celebrating his victory in this Grand Prix. And there's Mark Webber. Mark Webber there in third place, and then there's me. But hopefully you enjoyed the Italian Grand Prix. And see you guys on my next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And goodbye.